Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to another episode of Kickdown. Coming up in today's episode, busways revived as Stagecoach celebrates 30 years. New U-tongs for Stagecoach. It's a very Stagecoach episode this. And the Northumberland line has been pushed back to December, but it's okay because tests have now started. And then at the end we're going to have a nice little fun quiz for you to play. Up first, Busways is back in the northeast. Stagecoach are celebrating 30 years since they acquired Busways this year in 2024, and so far they've painted two, well, depending on what time this video goes out, they might have painted 3 buses, but they have painted 2. One into Sunderland Busways and one into South Shields Busways. We're expecting 2 more, one into City Busways and one into Newcastle. They've done this to sort of reflect on the heritage of Busways and the company that they took over, and we hope to see a little bit more of this history unveiled at the Stockton Open Day on the 11th of August, which still, again, might be after this video is released. Sticking with Stagecoach now, I don't have any photos, however I was driving up the A19 yesterday, I can't remember, but and I saw 3 Stagecoach Yutong E12s heading down the A19 from North Shields docks. I'm going to assume that they are for Sunderland, however, you know, you can't really tell until it's confirmed. Up next now, the Northumberland line has been pushed back to December again, where it just, I don't even know why, but the tests have now started. There was a full line test at Ashington the other day, so we can expect to see services hopefully running by the 15th of December. And also today, Go North East service changes were released. I'm just going to quickly find them and I'll quickly go over them. So the main things from the 1st of September are that the BSIP, the Bus Service Improvement Plan, has been used to increase the frequencies of the 10, the 10A, the 10B and the 21. There's also some changes too, and bear with us here. The Q3, the 12, the 28S, the 58, the 327, the X31, the X70, the X71, the X72, the X73 and the X78. So for the 10s on Monday to Saturday daytimes, the frequency is going to be increased to every 12 minutes between Crawcrook and Newcastle. The number of journeys every hour on the 10A between Greenside and Newcastle will be doubled in most hours of the daytime Monday to Saturday. Journeys from Blackhall Mill will continue to operate via the Folly, with extra daytime journeys operating direct from Greenside to Crawcrook via Woodside Lane and Greenside Road. Service 10 will operate twice every hour as it normally does, and the 10B will operate hourly between Tyneview Retail Park and Newcastle. Evening and Sunday journeys will continue to operate up to every 20 minutes between Crawcrook and Newcastle, with hourly journeys on each service. That's the 10, the 10A and the 10B. The 21 is next here. The BSIP means that on Monday to Saturdays, buses will operate every 7 minutes between Chesley Street and Newcastle. Buses will extend from Chesley Street to Durham and Brandon up to every 30 minutes and will continue to operate up to every 20 minutes in the evening and up to every 15 minutes on Sunday daytimes between Chester and Newcastle. The 12 supposedly is moving stands. It's going to be moving to stand 8 Eldon Square, and to reduce congestion in the bus station, as Go North East have said, journeys will need to be retimed by up to 5 minutes. On Mondays to Fridays, the 16:05, the 16:35 and the 20:05 will leave 5 minutes earlier, and the 8:25, 8:55, 9:25 and 17:35 will leave 5 minutes later. From Winlayton bus station, the 16:50 and the 17:20 and the 18:19 will run 5 minutes earlier than they do, and the 20:36 journey from Winlayton will run 4 minutes earlier at 20:32. On Saturdays, the 19:10 from Eldon Square will run 5 minutes earlier at 19:05, and the return journey from Winlayton will run 5 minutes earlier at 19:36. On Sundays, most daytime journeys, this is a big one this, will depart 1 minute earlier from Eldon Square. The Q3, this is a big one, from the 1st of September, stops within the Great Park Estate west of the A1 will no longer be served by Go North East. Stagecoach will be taking over these services. They're going to be extending the X47 from Kingston Park and also running a special service 49 down to Newcastle Haymarket. Or is it Eldon Square? I can't remember. It's one of the two. The same interchange at the end of the day. So instead, the Q3 will be running via Brunton Park and to the part Brunton Park and the part of Great Park east of the A1. The revised route will continue to provide frequent services to the Warkworth Woods part of Great Park, as well as introducing new links to Brunton Park and Polwarth Drive. Nexus are currently funding some evening journeys between St Peter's Basin and Brunton Park, so the service will continue to operate early till late, 7 days a week. Also, at peak times, there's going to be a Q3X, which will operate directly via Great North Road, which will improve journey times for commuters. Up next, we've got the 58. There'll be minor changes to times of journeys before 9 o'clock on Monday to Friday. I'm going to have to watch that back so I can say that I got my service changes from the best news spot on YouTube at the moment. Humble brag. The 327 will be retimed to operate 15 minutes earlier to ensure punctual departures of the daily ferry service to Amsterdam. Buses will now also operate non-stop between the port and Newcastle and will no longer serve the stop at Jesmond Holiday Inn. The X31's up next. To better space departures from Stand D at Eldon Square, the 17:53 departure on the X31 will be retimed to depart at 17:55. There you are. Along with the X73 for the same reason, most departures after 10 on Monday to Saturday will operate up to the 3 minutes later than they do now. There's no exact thing there. The X70, 71, 71A and 72. Oh dear. The current 1910 X71 from Newcastle will be retimed to depart at 1903 and will instead run as an X71A to Concert via Gateshead and Team Valley instead of Wickham. There'll continue to be departures at 1858 and 1925 from Eldon Square towards Dunstan on the X30 and X31. Current 17:55 departure from Concert on the X71 will be retimed to depart at 17:52 and will run 3 minutes earlier throughout. On Saturdays, the 1915 X71 will be retimed to 1905 and will also operate as an X71A. The 1815 X72 from Stanley will now depart at 18:30 or 18:25 on Saturdays and will run 15 minutes later throughout, and the 1915 departure from Newcastle will depart at 19:30 and run 15 minutes later throughout Monday to Saturday. On Saturday mornings, the 9:08 departure from Eldon Square on X71 will be retimed to 9:05 and will run 3 minutes earlier throughout. The X78, that's getting a route change, via Kingston Park, Brunton Lane and Windsor Way and Brunton Road, because this is going to match the revised route of the daytime journeys provided by Stagecoach, which will be changing from the same date. And also, the 28S will be operated by a different operator from next year. Rumours going around it could be either JH Coaches or North Star. Three, two, three. 323 323 323. Now, fun little game. I've recently listened to the Sorry Not in Service podcast, which I would genuinely recommend. It's the first time I've ever laughed at a podcast. It was genuinely amazing. And they had a little segment in some of their episodes where they had a little game where they're all bus drivers. They all worked for Arriva. It was the main company they worked for at the time, and they were basically like, right, these are the routes we do. Name the landmark, name the service that goes past the landmark. So like you'd say like a Chinese takeaway, and you'd be like, oh yeah, it's the 53 or whatever, right? So I've done that. I've got 14 questions, 7 from Gateshead and 7 from Newcastle. They range in difficulty. I just went around Google Maps yesterday, plopped my mouse down and just went, right, yeah, we'll do that one. So, in my Discord, if you're in my Discord, there is currently a channel called Kickdown Quiz Answers. If it's not open, shout at us. And that's where you can put your answers. If you're not in my Discord, why not? But if not, you can just put them in the comment section. I'll release another video basically giving away all of the answers. So obviously there's 14 points, unless you want to go for the location as well. In that case there's 28. However, I haven't noted the locations down, so I'm probably going to forget where they are. So, actually looking at them, they're all a bit Easy. Okay, so first off, round 1, Gateshead. Ding ding ding. So we've got first the Rotary Paramount Care. That's your first one. The Rotary Paramount Care. Your second one is 40 ounce. The Burger Shop 40 ounce. Number 3 is Cleveland Hall FC. Number 4 is Mr. Chip's Chip Shop. Number 5 is Chow Chow Chinese. I'm getting hungry now. Number 6 is Hanover Dairies. And number 7 is Auto Care Garage. There we are, so I'll just go through them again. The Rotary Paramount Care, 40 ounce, Cleveland Hall FC, Mr. Chip's Chippy, Chow Chow Chinese, Hanover Dairies and the Auto Care Garage. Pause the video now, by the way, if you want to just go over that again. Round 2 for Newcastle, another 7 points available here. So for number 1, we've got Benton Cemetery. Number 2, we've got Waves. Number 3, we've got the Jingling Gate. Number 4, Gutter Ball Alley. Number 5, Paddy Freeman's. Number 6, the Rising Sun. And an easy one for number 7, Silverlink. So I'll just go through them again. Benton Cemetery, Waves, the Jingling Gate, Gutter Ball Alley, Paddy Freeman's, Rising Sun and Silverlink. And that's another episode of Kickdown done and dusted. I'll post the answers to those in a couple of days' time. I'll give you a little chance to do that. Also, yeah, like I said, if you're in my Discord, put the answers in there. I'll be putting the answers in there at the same time I upload the video. So on that note, thank you so much for watching Kickdown, and I'll see you all next time, whenever that may be. See you later.